Monsieur le Président, Mesdames et Messieurs les Présidents de Parlement,
Chair, ladies and gentlemen, speakers of parliaments, ladies and gentlemen, it's self-evident that our world is now facing new and unheard of challenges. Violence is spreading even to regions like Europe, which had been at peace for decades. From the Middle East to Sudan, from Ukraine to Myanmar, war is a terrible reality now. International fora, paralyzed by geopolitical divisions, often find it very hard to make their voices heard. The world is in the grip of different crises and challenges, for example, climate change, but also pandemics, organized crime, terrorism, or mass displacements of people due to food insecurity or war. There's also technological insecurity. AI may be a great opportunity, but it is also fraught with risk and needs to be regulated. We need to have a global response to all of this. Now, our organization, founded on multilateralism, finds itself under attack because of that. The blatant use of force, the ignoring of international instances is weakening our institutions. A permanent member of the United Nations Security Council invades a neighboring country within the European continent, trampling its sovereignty and borders. Other powers deliberately question the existing international order, trying to create an alternative based on force and new alliances in which the rule of law and the universal values of the UN Charter, individual freedom, human rights, are considered to be second class. Yet this perspective of a divided world could never be a viable option. If we want to have peace reign, if we want justice and solidarity, we cannot give up our collective approach. United Nations must be the keystone to this whole system. That was the message that was unanimously adopted during the 149th Assembly of the IPU in October 2024 on a joint proposal of the French group and the British group. Founding member of the UN, France defends ambitious and efficient multilateralism, was very much involved in 2024 with the United Nations Covenant for the Future, which was going to give a new impulse to multilateralism. France supports the reform of the governance system in the UN, in particular broadening the Security Council membership to make it more representative, and is also struggling to ensure the proper financial architecture. Parliamentary diplomacy certainly has a role to play here. Contacts between MPs are a useful addition to government contacts. They are precious channels of communication and friendship, especially when other channels dry up or diplomatic relations are broken. It can promote peace and is fully in line with the founding ideas of the IPU, which was well before the founding of the League of Nations. The IPU drew closer to the UN to give a parliamentary dimension to the United Nations work. It's up to us now to combine our efforts to reach our common goals, and France will assume its full role. Thank you.